Congratulations. How are you feeling? Good. Yeah.
I thought we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel good, real good.
I see you looking at your people out there. Who'd you have come watch you?
My family, sisters, friends, best friends from elementary, training partners, just my team, my people.
Yeah. Did the fight go the way that you thought it was going to go?
Yeah. I think I expected him to attempt more, like maybe give me more pressure, or maybe even try to get off the cage. I don't know, but besides that, yeah, it kind of went how in a perfect world, how I envisioned it. Maybe getting the finish, but yeah.
How would you rate your performance overall?
I gotta watch it. I don't really know what's going on while I'm in there, but from the sound of my corner, it sounded like I was doing pretty good. So I mean, if it's like a 1 to 5 and I can't give it a 3, I'd give it like a 3.5, 4, I guess. I don't know. I didn't get the finish. It was cool.
So obviously your opponent missed weight. What does that do when you're on the other side? Like when you see your opponent has missed weight, what are your first thoughts?
Honestly, I'm just happy to be on this side of it. Back in the day, I missed weight a lot, and I always felt like bummed out. I felt like I already lost the fight before the fight even started. I felt like I disrespected my opponent. I felt like I disrespected the organization. So it just felt good to be on this end of it, getting the 20% instead of giving it up.
Earlier, we had a fighter that his opponent had also missed weight, and he had said that he believes there should be harsher punishments. But seeing as it's happened to you and you've been on the other side and maybe you see a different perspective, do you believe that there should be harsher punishments, or do you feel like there's always exceptions to every rule?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of is what it is. Especially like with my case, when I saw my opponent, he looked like he had a hard cut. I think the doctor even advised him not to cut anymore. So it was like it was out of his hands at some point. But then again, there are guys that don't really try, So like I get it.
Did you feel any different? Like, did he feel heavier in there? Or sometimes you fight a guy who missed weight and you can tell that there's a lot more, weight on him. Did he feel like that this time?
He felt a whole 1.5 pounds heavier. Nah, it wasn't any different than if he made the weight, I look at it as like maybe he didn't train that hard, so it was better for me. So that's how I took it, like more of a positive on my end.
Did you guys speak afterwards, after the fight?
Yeah. Nice guy. His coaches are all cool people. No animosity, no hard feelings. All the him not shaking my hand at the weigh-ins, that was just part of it, So it wasn't nothing.
What's next for you? Who would you like to fight? When would you like to get back in there?
I'll fight whoever. Like I said before, I'm looking for like somebody in the top 15, maybe a bigger name, so I can start rising up in the rankings, getting my name out there a little more. But yeah, I'll fight whoever, and if a good opportunity comes up soon, I'm down to take it. But I'll just go back with my management and see how they feel about everything.
Is there a fight card that you've heard about coming up that you're particularly excited about? We had somebody call out the LA card. People want to fight, in a big arena. What kind of location are you looking at, or does it matter?
I haven't really put much thought into it. Maybe back in my hometown, if there's something back in Dallas anytime soon, that would be dope. Fighting in Vegas is great because I get to be at my own place. I think somebody fell down the stairs.
Oh, it did that? It sounded like it sounded like a glass broke. Maybe they were drunk coming down the stairs.
Yeah, no card in particular, but fighting in Vegas was dope. Like waking up in my own bed, going and training this morning at my own gym. Like it was all real relaxing. It didn't even feel like I had a fight coming up.
Thank you.
That being said, I know you said it wasn't no hard feelings, but right after the weigh-ins, he had just missed weight, and then he doesn't want to shake your hands. Do you just chalk that up to maybe he's just still upset because of the weight cut, or is that the kind of thing that you carry into the fight? Like, okay,
right.
You're gonna do that. I'm gonna do something to you.
I'm gonna put 3 hours. You don't want to shake my hand over? Nah. I think it was more so I was kind of teasing him a little bit at the weigh-ins. Like he was kind of swaying a little bit. I act like I was gonna catch him. So maybe that was like, I'm not shaking this guy's hand.
Now,
so
now that you mentioned that, you did put your hands out. So that's what you were doing? You were trying to mimic that you were holding them up?
Yeah, so in the moment, I understood it. But everybody else was like, what? He didn't want to shake your hand? So like, yeah, I get it, though.
That's awesome. You got a lot of great work with the elbows, a lot of close work, with the clinch and stuff. Was that part of the game plan? I mean, I know you and your brother definitely have like the Muay Thai sort of background and stuff, but was that definitely part of the game plan, trying to work in the clinch and throw them elbows?
Yeah. It was a big part of the game plan, especially after he missed weight. My coaches were saying that his body looked soft, so to keep working his body. So I was like, all right, let me get in the clinch and dig some knees into his stomach and slow him down a little bit.
A lot of people see people grabbing each other and getting in the clinches. They don't realize how tiring that is. Just how tiring is that when somebody's putting you in a proper clinch?
And at the same time, they're kneeing you the whole time. Like, man, it sucks. That's like my form of grappling,
Yep.
Like it is extremely tiring. So until you're in there, you don't realize how tiring it is. So I wanted him to I wanted to put him in deep waters with that clinch, and it worked out.
Congrats on the victory.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Again, congrats on the win. Just a little bit of what you touched on with Kenny. That clinch game tonight was unbelievable. It was as brutal as it was beautiful to watch. Were you like some type of surprise that he was willing to stay against the cage wall, man? Because you were just beating this dude like he stole something from you.
Like, he didn't even try to get off the cage. I was surprised. I don't know if that was part of his game plan. It was like
No pummeling, circling out, nothing. He just willingly put his.
He was actually giving me props. Like, hey, good knee. Oh, good elbow. I'm like, all right. Yeah. So I was like, are we working together? Are we friends right now?
That's crazy. In the second and third round, I was able to hear the audio. His corner told him they kept it real. You're down 2 rounds. How was the talk with your corner to be like, okay, this guy's gonna come out guns blazing. Don't get crazy. You got this. Don't do nothing foolish.
Basically, yeah. They were saying he's gonna come out desperate, and he has to get desperate, and he has to do something big to win the fight. So keep your composure, keep circling, keep moving, and when you get him in the clinch, make him pay.
Yes, sir. Last for me, what have you incorporated into this? Because as respectfully a veteran in the sport, to be able to go hard, be on this main card, give us those 15 minutes of just like raw violence. What have you added? What has kept you like just being able to hang with these guys like no problem?
Just training. I think we're taking this a lot more serious. I'm in the UFC now. Like, what happens now if I don't take it serious again? And I'm not going to go back to regionals and then work my way back up. I'm 35 years old, So I think we're just really trying to put everything we got into this last run and just make the most out of it.
Now or never. Themba mentioned how great the PI was, and he like name dropped people that it was just, you guys are treated just, given the resources. Why is it that the PI is not used more, and especially guys in Vegas, to just really just level up and use that to its potential? But
I don't get it. I'm up there as much as I can be. Besides my gym's One Kick and Sergio's, I'm at the PI as much as possible. Gavin, the strength conditioning, the head coach, he puts me through hell, like with a smile on his face, And then Dan, the dietitians, they're all like, it's all a great team up there, and I don't see why people don't take more advantage. I don't see why people aren't moving to Vegas for the PI alone,
Absolutely right. How does 2025 look? I know the year's almost up. Might not see you. I would love to off of that performance, but what's 2025 look like for Chidi?
A lot more wins. It may sound crazy to a lot of people, but I'm shooting for that title shot. I still believe I can get it.
It's only crazy if you don't try.
Exactly.
Right on, man. Congrats on the win. Awesome performance today.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
I just have one more. Were you at Tough Enough last night?
Yeah.
Is that normal that you would go into a fight right before your fight, or?
I didn't plan on going, but like my boy was fighting, one of my main training partners, and so last minute I was like, all right, let me just go out there and support him real quick and then head home. As soon as I get there, everybody's like, what are you doing here? You need to be resting. I was like, it's 8 o'clock. Like, I'm not gonna be asleep anyways. But it's not normal, but it felt good to be out in the atmosphere and get like kind of like that itch, like, okay, it's about to be my turn night. So it was a good feeling for me.
Thank you.
Who was it that you were there for? Did he?
Ernesto Rodriguez.
Oh, he got it. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Thank you, bud.
Thank you, guys.